Let me illustrate it this way. I brought a piece of wood. And what I'm suggesting is that you go and get a piece of wood and put it in your bedroom. Or you can put it in your kitchen or whatever. Okay. Now, every time you get an angry thought, an irritation with someone, you take a nail and you take your hammer and you just knock it in. Now, you may be at work and you've had 22 angry thoughts. So when you get home, you're going to knock in 22 nails. And so So every time you have an angry thought, you just keep in there. And because we are such emotional creatures, pretty soon, after a while, you may have to get a bigger board. And what this does is, so as you look at this is for those of us who are really serious about getting rid of our anger. So after a while, you're looking at that, and every one of those nails, is a reminder that we've not brought captive every thought into God. And so as you can and develop your devotional life, because the secret lies in how much time we spend with Jesus, looking at him at the cross and his love for us. As we do that and we start to fill our minds with more positive thoughts, gradually the anger and irritation is going to go away. So now we can start, every time we have a day when we didn't get really angry, we can start pulling out some of those nails. So we're working away pulling them out, but now when you look at the wood, what do you see there? You still see some holes that are reminders. So what do we do with those holes? Well, Paul said that we are to do what? We are to think of what? Positive things, whatever is true. So we take some truth and we stuff it in a little hole. Can I get that there? And we take some love and we stuff it in another one of those holes. And we find something to praise and thank God about. So we stuff it in another one of those holes. Now, what I've got here is a pink kind of putty, but it's going to dry to be pure white when it's all done, the righteousness of Jesus Christ, which covers us. Now remember again, we're not saved by how good we are. We're not saved by the fact that we've taken every nail out and we're no longer angry. That's not the issue here, because we're saved by the perfect righteousness of Jesus Christ. You could never be good enough. You could never be not angry enough to make it to heaven. None of us will ever make it that way. That's why the white robe of Jesus Christ covers us. But when we claim to be a Christian, God wants us to be abnormal. He wants us to be different from the world. He doesn't want us to blow up when unkind things happen to us, because that's how the world blows up. And so we keep knocking all these nails every time we get angry. And what does it mean to be a Christian? But when we are in love with Jesus Christ, then we start filling all our negative things with positive things. We think about the stories of Jesus, what he's done for us, what he did for the people back then. And as we fill our minds with those kinds of things, that starts to fill up the holes in our life that causes